Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Kaylee and I disappeared off of this face of the earth since like December. I am slowly but surely coming back. Um, the reason why I disappeared was because I didn't know if I wanted to keep with this channel, honestly. As I've mentioned in plenty of other videos, I'm not the most consistent when it comes to social media and just kind of producing this type of content. I will say that, as you probably can tell, I'm actually very proud of being able to produce, be writing content and be consistent with that. I actually have worked very hard to make sure that I'm consistent with writing, whether that be writing new words, editing old ones, and I'm just starting to get onto the marketing side of things, so that means that I'm writing blurbs and snippets and all kinds of stuff. So I'm just starting on that, and I'm pleased to say that I'm actually getting somewhere because I'm being consistent with that part. Which means that making videos, writing blog posts, posting on Instagram and Facebook, all of that stuff ends up really falling by the wayside because I'm focused on writing and my day job and helping my husband with his business and all of that. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, which I kind of am, but that's just kind of how the cards have fallen and how things are working out. I know that everybody's 2020 has been just a mind-boggling and complete disaster. It's just, I honestly, I have no words for how 2020 has been going. I have no words for anything to describe 2020. Dumpster fire doesn't even seem to cover it. Like, it just does not seem like it's stopping anytime soon. The good news is that personally, we've made a couple of decisions that are going to change the way we're living our life. We are planning on moving. When, I don't know, but we are planning on it. And we are, sorry, my phone keeps reminding me that I have text messages. But we are doing really well financially right now. You can see my dog getting comfortable back there. So that's great. And I have to say that aside from the fact that the world itself is going insane and everybody outside of my personal circle have been having kind of a rough year, my year actually has been really good. Since this whole COVID thing has started, I've actually been able to accompany my husband on some of the trips he's been going on for his business because I am working remotely and I'm able to work while I'm traveling with him and then help him out with his jobs, which has been a lot of fun. We've grown a lot closer. It's been one heck of a couple months. Just had our beach vacation, I just got a whole bunch of writing stuff done, which I'll update you in a little bit on where I'm sitting at with everything. But I've got a whole bunch more books, if you can see. I actually have a whole nother box downstairs of more books that I've added. Things are just going really well personally. So there's that. At least 2020 is doing good personally. The world just, we're going to cross our fingers and hope that the next 6 months or so do just as good, or at least do better than it's been doing. But anyways, let me just give you an update on where I'm at writing-wise, because I'm sure that you guys are interested in that since this is supposed to be a writing channel. So writing-wise, I actually have finished a first draft of book 2, book 3, and book 4. If you're new to my channel, I am writing a series. It is called Guardian of Spirits. And I have a book 0, a book 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the series. book 1 was written and has been edited, I believe, twice. I know I did a rewrite, and then I did at least 1 or 2 rounds of edits on it, and I put that aside assuming that it was completely done and that I was happy with it and ready to publish it. I wanted to wait until I had gotten book 2, 3, and 4 at least written before I actually published it and went forward with that, because I am planning on doing a rapid release type of marketing plan. If you don't know, rapid release means that you release a book anywhere from a week to 30 days after you release the first book. So say you've released the first book on the 1st, the plan would be to either release it 2 weeks after that or 4 weeks after that. It's just kind of rapid release. I haven't completely gotten my marketing plan set up for that, but that is my next step after I finish the blurbs for all of my books. So going back, I've got first draft for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th written, and then book 1 had been rewritten and then edited twice. I went, and then I also wrote book 0, which had been edited, I believe, just once. For that one was all that I had. I went back through after I finished draft 1 of book 4. I went all the way back to the beginning. I read book 0 and edited it. It didn't need too many edits, but it needed more of kind of structuring edits where it was like, okay, this is the actual time it's in. Maybe here's a little bit more about the weather we're experiencing. Just kind of more solidifying elements, so that way people actually like felt like it was real. So I did 1 round of that, implemented it, and then that one is good to go. I am actually writing the blurb and the synopsis for that probably today or tomorrow, and then I need to get a cover for it, and then it is going, it's going to go out. I'm going to publish it. It's going to be a newsletter freebie for all my newsletter subscribers, and then it's going to be 99 cents on Amazon. I'm also planning on using it on a couple of newsletter like booster type things. I need to figure out exactly what I'm doing with that, but essentially it's a newsletter freebie and or 99 cents on Amazon. Book 1. So I went and I read through that, and I thought I was done. I thought I had edited it and I was good to go and it was going to be published, and I just wanted to do 1 more pass through it. 1, because I knew I needed information on how I had set up some of the parts of the worlds that we're going and the locations that we're going to go and in the next books in 2 and 3 and 4. So I needed to actually take note of that and where it was at, and actually make sure that I was getting it correct. So I wanted to read through it. So I go through book 1 and realize there are a lot more edits than I thought I needed. I revamped a lot of chapters. Somewhere along the way, I ended up completely dropping a chapter in the copy that I had, and then along the way I ended up having like another chapter that needed to be updated and didn't get updated in the copy of the book that I had. So it was just a complete disaster, and I had to go through and fix everything. So that has been updated. I need to get it into the formatting draft and start making sure that that is up to date and ready to be published. So there's all of that. I also need to make sure that I add a couple of location information parts to it. The reason being is because I know that there are certain parts that need to be updated. There's a couple of places that I didn't put the right locations, or I'm just making sure that I do things correctly when I'm trying to explain these things. So I do need to go back. I do need to update a few more things on it, but it shouldn't be too much and it shouldn't be too hard. And then I also need to put it in the formatting draft and actually format it. So once all that stuff is done, I need to get a cover for it, and then it will be published. I do have the log line, I do have a tagline, I do have the blurb and the synopsis already. So I just need to do the couple more tweaks on the story itself, get a cover, format it, and then it's out the door. Book 2 is where the dumpster fire actually starts. Like I said, I have a first draft for that book. I wrote it, I think, back in... Actually, I have the timeline pulled up, and you guys are going to rock a little bit, but bear with me. So I finished the first draft of Book 2 in December of 2019. Sorry, you're rocking still. So it's been like 8 months since I actually finished that book. I have not touched it, haven't looked at it. I finished it, printed it out, got it bound, set it aside. That was it. I'm just now getting back to this book and realizing that unfortunately this book is already starting to be more of a bridge book than a standalone book in the series. And that's something that it really frustrates me when that happens with books and series, is the book itself is more of a bridge book between 1 and 3 and doesn't actually have a story that pulls you into 2 and makes you want to read 2. I'm only through chapter 3 editing wise, and that's very clear already, and I'm already seeing like this story is just like, okay, he's doing the day-to-day stuff, he's, going to class, he's, hanging out with friends in his dorm room, and he is my main character. He's doing things that just aren't quite as interesting, so this one's going to be an interesting one, and I'm definitely going to need beta readers for this book. We'll see how this one goes. But I am working on editing this book, and then as soon as I'm finished, my goal is to do about 3 to 4 chapters a day. As soon as I'm finished with that one, I will put it aside, obviously implement the changes into the document, then put it aside. Start on book 3, which again, I've had the first draft done, but have not done anything else, printed, bound, set it aside. And then once I'm done going through book 3, I'm going to do book 4. My timeline, goal-wise, is to get books 2 and 3 at least one round edited by the end of August. Do about 3 to 4 chapters a day, which is, like about 20 pages or so, is doable on my end, and it shouldn't be too hard. And then I would really like to finish book 4 next month, within the first 2 weeks of the month, and then kind of go through everything once again, make sure that I'm completely done with book 1 and I'm ready to release book 0, and then get all that stuff prepped. My goal to launch the series. So book 0 is probably going to come out in the end of September, maybe early November, early October, had to remember my months there, just because I need to have time to kind of promote it and figure out some marketing strategies with it. It is a novella, so it's a little bit smaller, it's not technically a book, but that's kind of my plan, is to get that out in the next couple of weeks or so. Book 1 through 4, I'm actually planning on publishing starting January. And what I'd really like to do is publish 1 book per month for the first 4 months of January, or 2021 January. So we'll see how that goes. I've got a lot of work to do before then, especially with 3 books in the first draft stage. Got a lot of editing to do, got a lot of structure edits and stuff to get done. But that is where I'm at with my whole writing process and series. I'm reading a lot of books right now. With the whole working remote thing, a lot of my time has been freed up. And that's why I'm kind of jumping back into this, YouTube, you guys. I really want to do better when it comes to scheduling out content ahead of time. So if you see me wearing the same shirt multiple times a day, or multiple videos, or multiple Instagram posts, or whatever, that's why. Honestly, that's what we're going to get. As long as you guys get content, right? I mean, hopefully you guys care about the content more than what I'm wearing, because let's be honest, what I'm wearing is not that interesting, but some people do enjoy that. But anyways, before I ramble on about a whole bunch of other nonsense that is not important, I'm going to wrap this video up and hopefully get another one recorded. Wow, I'm forgetting words today. Get another one recorded so that way I can get that one scheduled up and I can get back to that regular schedule. I hope you guys have a bright and colorful day. Keep writing, and I'll see you guys all next time.